What is going on? We back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super. This ball Raijin is a menace. He is ruthless. Like we already knew he was ruthless, man, when he started eating motherfuckers' hearts, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But yeah, what he did to Mechikabura's people, his followers, Lord have mercy. So, oh my god. Like the shit between he shot the shit to her head, bro. That old dude, oh my god, old dude, bro. Oh man, the least one was the baby girl. She just got blasted. That was done, you know what I'm saying? That was it. Damn, bro. They all got hit with fatalities too, man. He didn't care about them niggas, bro. He really didn't care, man. Mechikabura, that nigga didn't give a damn. Nigga didn't care, bro. Nigga could have been came outside, man. Man, but I think that's a character from Heroes, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, I could check right now just to see. Let me see. I'll just type copy, paste. Let me see. Okay, Mechikabura versus Demigod. Yeah, that is Heroes. Yeah. Okay, cool. W tie-in. All right. Anyway, let's see what that happened now, bro. Hit the video up with a like, man. Comment down below and subscribe. Road to 3K. You're not subscribed, subscribe. Follow me on Patreon, Twitch, and the gaming channel. Link in the description down below. I have been streaming a lot lately. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have been streaming. You know what I'm saying? Playing the Alien, Isolation, First Ascendant, Our Rivals, Grounded 2, Jack 2, and whatchamacallit. God damn it. Minecraft, there we go. Damn. I wanna, like, you know what I'm saying, like I want to like get like affiliate, you feel me? And start doing like those battles, like just do so and start gambling niggas points away. You feel me? That's what I want to start doing. You know what I'm saying? Play Sparking Zero, CPU, high difficulty, singles or teams, who gonna win, and we start gambling that shit away. Anyway, I dive on this. Subscribe, our boy Alex, man, get brought up 2 million. I lied. My fault. 3 million. My fault. Anyway, let's dive on in. I stay yapping. Japanese.
As our story now continues back within Mechikabura's realm, with Mechikabura's
there you go.
gravy, poutine, and salsa being shown having to be completely annihilated by the
I know I heard that name before.
Just as Mechikabura had made his presence known by exiting his palace and having to address the overall situation happening down below, was when Mechikabura then went on to respond.
Too late, nigga.
Just what exactly is the meaning of this? For who dares to go and cross over into my domain without my authorization?
Not him, bro.
More importantly, is what exactly happened to my fellow demon warriors who were just right here.
And he's still eating that nigga a heart, bro.
Wait a minute now. As I am no longer able to sense their life force other than just one of them, Mechikabura continues, which only means they must have been destroyed while I was inside of my chamber. But how and by whom? Wait, is that? Nah, but of course.
Yeah, it's me, nigga.
And then quickly interrupt upon being shown having to eat Gravy's heart. And so there you finally are, Mechikabura, as I was starting to wonder on
did that nigga Gravy down bad, bro.
But now that you are finally here, you and I have a few things that need to be addressed for the time being, demon. And as I don't intend to go and waste my time with you here either, and so let's just get straight to the point then, shall we? With Mechikabura responding, Lord Raijin, you've been freed, but how?
Yeah, and you see how he called him Lord Raijin off rip.
Energy. What
Bend
is
the
this
knee.
strange energy that I I sense which is coming from you, Mechikabura questions. For why is it that I am able to sense both a demonic and angelic energy that is flowing through you like this? And more importantly is, why are you even here? With Raijin responding, well, the story of my freedom should be the least of your worries for the time being, as I didn't come here and having to go and explain my return to you here, Mechikabura, but
just bend the knee, fam.
I came here on behalf of going as far as to go and claim
Otherwise, your heart is next.
And as the first of our kind to go and be declared as king of the demons and the first among our race to be created, what I seek is what you have stolen, Raijin continues, which only goes as far as to explain as to why I'm here. For long ago, while I was trapped within that wretched angelic prison which had restricted my activity from the outside world, and I had learned that you had went and found one of the 3 ancient configuration cubes during your attempted great takeover, and since I know that you have no common knowledge to my own in knowing how important these cubes are, Raijin continues, I am here to go and take it back from you, and as the primordial god of the demons,
just give it to him, fam.
my authority far supersedes yours, and as the prime authority figure among our kind, and I hereby ask and demand for you to go and hand the cube over to me right now, Mechikabura, with Mechikabura responding, the 3 ancient configuration cubes? And how exactly do you know that it was I who had went and found and laid claim to this relic while you have been locked away, Mechikabura questions?
I have my sources.
Is why does this so-called cube matter to you so much that you went out of your way to come all the way here and slaughtering my henchmen to go and claim it? Just what kind of power do these so-called cubes that you look for actually contain here?
Ain't none of your goddamn business.
What these cubes are meant for is none of your concern, demon, for I will simply go on to warn you once, so you best go and open your
give it to him,
listen
man.
very carefully to what it is that I'm about to go and tell you, demon. As the cosmic configuration cube that you hold is not meant to be carried by lesser beings such as yourself, Raijin continues. And
well,
as
damn.
the oldest and most powerful demon god among you all, I command for you to go and relinquish it to me right now. Otherwise, you are to go and brace yourself for consequences that will go far beyond your imagination, Mechikabura. And as I look forward in having to go and collect all 3, and you are in possession of one of them, Raijin continues. And if that ultimately means that I must carry on and destroy you in order for me to go and claim it, then that's exactly what I will go and do. And so now hand over the cube, with Mechikabura responding, how dare you go and attempt to threaten my life whilst
See, you're already doing too damn much. Ain't no how dare you. Yes, sire. Right away, right away, sire. You already doing too damn much, bro. You should just gave it to him and call it a damn day. But nah.
back on me like this, demon.
Nah.
As I can go and
You want to talk smack.
To predate my authority or not, because now that I can see on just how valuable these configuration cubes are, why should I just go and subject myself and simply having to hand it over to you when I myself can go and claim all 3 for myself instead, Raijin? As
Nigga.
I seem to like this plan a lot better than yours, with Raijin responding, foolish demon, for you are
damn.
dabbling with a power fragment of history.
Here we go.
You cannot possibly hope to comprehend here, Mechikabura. And so you should go on to choose your next words very wisely here towards me, as you should understand that my wrath has no bounds, even if it means having to go and destroy my own kind, Raijin says.
Yes,
So
as
now
he just
surrender
demonstrated.
your position and hand over the cube, or prepare to witness a power that has shaped the very foundations of your entire existence, and along with all that you happen to just know about our history as demons, Mechikabura. Because if this ultimately means that I will need to go through you in order to lay claim and finally get what I'm after, then I will go and do what I must in order for me to have it, Raijin says. So if you value what you consider
Give it
be
to him,
your
bro.
life, and if you truly wish to continue to maintain your position in
I wonder if we're gonna see Demigod 2 in this. I mean, we got this nigga. You never know.
being one of my very own who will serve me at my side. Then you will go and bend the knee here and
that's what I'm saying.
configuration cube over to me.
Just bend the knee, bro.
Suffer the same consequences that your former minions had just experienced here against me, Mechikabura. And as I will not go and warn you again, and so now what exactly is your answer going to be? With Mechikabura responding, well, since I now see on what it is that you are after and why you are after it, for I should have known that this configuration cube held tremendous power, but even I didn't go on to grasp the full extent of its true potential, but now I find myself intrigued, Lord Raijin. For if you would go to such lengths to go this far in trying to go and claim it, Mechikabura continues, then perhaps instead of allowing for you to lay claim over such potential, what if I were to go and keep this cube for myself and declare myself as being the one true God who stood above all creation, and from that point going as far as to dictate the course of existence
you are
itself,
done.
because instead of having you go and lay claim over all 3 cubes and going as far as to use it for yourself, I, on the other hand, believe that it would be best for me to go and seek such power out and putting you out of your misery as a result of wiping away the old and making the way for the new. And
you have made your bed.
With Raijin responding,
time to lie in that bitch.
a grave mistake by standing in your place to go and attempt to challenge me, Mechikabura. And so I say that if you are not willing to go and submit yourself over to my law and surrender the cube in which I seek, then I will go on to pry it from your cold dead hands if I must, especially if it means that I will go and need to do what I must in order to complete my mission by any means necessary. But then it was only within that moment as Mechikabura
here we go.
as far as to dash towards Raijin by going as far as to make the first move was when Mechikabura then went on to quickly respond, then if you truly wish to try and lay claim over such authority by challenging my own, then allow for me to go and show you on why you are no longer suited in sitting at the throne of power whilst attempting to go and challenge the modern generation of power, Raijin.
Nah, my nigga.
Only ever be one true God King among our kind, and after learning of the details that you had given me on these so-called configuration cubes, Mechikabura continues, it'll be me who will go on to find and use their power in furthering my potential, and I'll make sure that there is no one, not even you, who will go on and stand in the way of having to see that through until the very end, Lord Raijin. But then it was only as quickly as Mechikabura closed in, shown having to knock Mechikabura back towards the sky, was when Raijin then went on to quickly respond, you delusional creature, for I can still see that after all these years of leaving you behind and having you take my place while I've been kept locked away, you are still nothing more than just a fragile little child, just as I once remembered you in having to be. For you went and learned nothing since my original time as ruler, with Mechikabura responding, how dare you, still just a child, huh? Well then allow for this child to go and show its elder on what it's truly made of, since the days of his original rule of the demon realm are long behind him. No, please, I pity you for going down this path and challenging me like this.
That nigga said, oh, please.
Responds, but if there is one thing that you should go and know throughout the course of our entire battle, it is that long are the days as they are far behind us at this point, in going as far as to wish for a way out when all you are hereby left with are the ruins of your failure, which I will
that
go
nigga
on to
kicked
make
the
sure
shit out of him.
remember them personally. And so now watch as I go and turn you into a believer ever so slowly. And as I will admit to you and say that although you've grown quite powerful since my original time as ruler of the underworld, the power in which you use against me currently will crumble beneath the weight of
this shit look tough. Oh my god, I don't know why. Something about this just
the pressure that you have placed onto
I
yourself
like it.
by the time this day is through here between us, with Mechikabura responding, I will never allow for any other demon to go and come in the way of what I have already taken, which is mine. And is that so? Then
you got a heart, kid.
Fight much harder than this if you wish to go and keep this and having it be yours, Mechikabura. Or maybe you are slowly starting to see that you can't, even whilst trying to do your best to crush me, because unless you think that I am anything like you've imagined me and having to be anything close to what I was before, then just you wait until I start to go and use more of my newly merged power here against you, and as only then will you start to become a believer once I start to show you, to which as Mechikabura then made his way towards Raijin, even whilst narrowly having to escape Raijin's attack with Mechikabura now show making his way ever so closer towards Raijin, was when Mechikabura then went on to shout, well fine, then if I can't blast you away, then I'll just go and do the next best thing in having to tear you apart if I simply can't blow you away into millions of pieces, Raijin. And so now I've got you. Wait, what the?
Nani?
Gone, but how did he just go and do that? And more importantly is, where did he just go and run off to? But it was only just within that very moment from out of nowhere as Raijin went on
right in the face. Power right in the kisser. Dynamic entry.
Respond. And then since when was I ever known as being someone who would simply go and run away from any battle that I had ever found myself in, Mechikabura? And as you would be mistaken if you think that I would ever go and run away from any battle that I would go and find myself in being a part of, even here against
you should just bend the knee, bro.
Since I always stood at the edge of battle against
you're running it, bro. You're running in it.
I was through the ways in which of having to go and battle both angels and gods alike, Raijin continues, and as the very nature which I am made of should be more than enough to go and show you that I am one who stands to battle
we backhand this.
And as it is only because of this which you and I
it's up for you, my nigga.
As you are within your limits, whereas I am without them, Raijin says. And since
not
I
the
am
back
now
fist,
without
bro.
any limits, and with my power now woven into standing across even against the mightiest creatures who predate our very own kind, and I have forged my destiny into becoming an unstoppable force even by the standards of the gods and angels alike. For even if they can't go and hope to match my power in battle, then what makes you believe that you would fare any differently here against me, Mechikabura? Oh no, you will never best me so as long as I am able to continue to draw upon air within this body, Mechikabura shouts upon
you about to stop that.
Energy blast at Raijin. And as once your throne has fallen, let my strength in leading our race be what leads to your downfall once again. But then, it was only just upon with Mechikabura's sudden shock as Raijin was beginning to collect and having to condense all of Mechikabura's attacks and having to up above them was when Raijin then went on to respond, feeble placement holder, for do you recall what you had once went and told your enemies a long time ago, Raijin questions? That you would go as far as to strip them of everything that they are and that you would erase and reduce them in becoming shells of who they once were. Well, how poetic it is that I will now do unto you exactly on how you once vowed to go and do unto others, Mechikabura. But unlike you, I will go on to ensure that you feel every bit of what I'm about to go and give you, so that way you understand.
Is it too late to bend the knee?
Broken down and helpless, with the shocked Mechikabura responding, wait, you are able to somehow find a way and go and manipulate my energy attacks and convert them into passive power? But wait a minute, how are you able to go and do that? With Raijin responding,
nigga, I'm a god.
Far more than what you are able to understand, and now that I have that fallen angel's power that courses through my very body, and since you had already decided to go and make your bed here against me, Raijin continued.
Like I just said, you made your bed, now you gotta lay in it.
Let this hereby now go and serve its purpose, so I hope that you take this moment to go and reflect upon your actions, because I'm about to go and give you a dose of your very own medicine. No, but this can't be possible. Wait, just hold on for just a moment.
It's too late, nigga.
Have to continue to be like this if you just wait. But it was already too late, because with a gigantic explosion being shown having to take place beneath Raijin was when Raijin went on to the battlefield by then responding, and as if your frivolous power could ever come close in comparing to the sheer strength that I possess is almost laughable. But for what it's worth, and if I didn't go and take action and evolve myself the way I did, did, then I have no doubt that I would have more than likely have fallen to the power the likes of which you currently possess.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So that old nigga we saw earlier, he would have lost to this nigga, bro. Okay. So pre Merno's power, he would have lost. Okay. That speaks volumes of my boy.
But needless to say, what an absolute tragedy, you pathetic creature. And here you really thought that you stood a chance in crushing what simply cannot be crushed, but maybe now you can go and see firsthand now with your very own eyes on how completely hopeless you truly are to stop me, demon. With Mechikabura having to gaze on up and then responding, "Oh, but how? How are you so strong? And how are you able to go and acquire this much power? For I don't understand, but if you were able to acquire the power of that former angel Merno, then how are you able to go and sustain yourself like this? As this shouldn't be possible for me to go and fall to the likes of this. And so now how did you go and do it?" With Raijin responding, "You know, I should almost thank you for challenging me, demon, for I needed this test and having it be worthy of my newfound power, and
They
what
lost a
better
horn.
opponent than the
Oof.
decrepit would-be ruler of the demon realm, who was only in the position that he was in simply because I had allowed for him to be. For the very moment I went on to take that fallen angel Merno's power for myself, the very moment his divine essence became a part of me, and I knew that there would no longer be any true rivals left for me to go and challenge, and now you are living proof of this, Mechikabura. But even now as
bend
I
the
stand
knee.
here before you whilst reducing you down into what
Nope.
you currently are, that is shown barely standing in front of me," Raijin continues, "just because I was recently freed doesn't mean I was born yesterday, demon." Raijin went on to then quickly grab onto Mechikabura's staff, "because while you may have been able to go and lie along with Trick the others, you should have already known better than to go and try to do the same with me, demon. And since I already have a feeling that this staff of yours is something that I may need to go and inspect for myself, concealing the cube within this orb was far too predictable, as if you thought that by hiding the first of these cubes from me was actually going to work, and thinking that I wasn't going to be able to find it was a mistake. Because while I would have already assumed that you and your kind would have long discovered the secrets of these cubes," Raijin continues, upon being shown having to unscrew the orb and squeezing it, "and it doesn't go as far as to surprise me that while you and your kind that followed in my footsteps and having to rule in my place while I've been away, you've appeared to always search for your purpose on the surface, but had never once been smart enough to search from within. For there it finally is, the first of the
got the
three
first
mighty
one.
gateway cubes, as I have longed for the very day ever since I was captured, and having to finally see this day through. And now that I have, only 2 more cubes remain." As a desperate Mechikabura then went on to quickly shout,
Dang, who got the last one then?
"Raijin, for if you were to go and take me down within the process of having to complete your mission,
Damn,
then
you know,
I am
but
going
you
to
but
see
you know what's crazy? Since he has Merno inside of him, he probably knows about Zuno, so he could just go ask that nigga, like, where that shit at, low key. Because we know Whisk has one of them already. Who got the last one?
to it firsthand that I go and take a very large portion of you with me." As it was only within that very moment, seconds later, with
That won't work, bro.
to blast Raijin, with Raijin being shown having to completely stop Mechikabura's attack with simply one finger, was when Raijin then went on to quickly respond, "But if you truly think that you are within
not the
the range of
Force.
power to do anything in this situation that will work in having to stop me," Raijin continues, "then I hate to have to break it to you, but, well, with that fallen angel Merno's power combined and working alongside my own, you could never hope to stand a chance against me, no matter what it is that you go and try to do here to survive. Because this right here means more to me than you could ever possibly hope to imagine," Raijin continues, "as it is the key to an ancient gateway that will guide me into ruling over all points of life across all timelines and dimensions, in first having to go and reveal to me on what lies beyond our current understanding understanding of the multiverse which we exist within. Because why stop here when I can go and lay claim over everything that is within the realm of existence?
That's a bold. That's a bold. You bold for that, bro. You bold for that, bro.
You had carried, because I can go as far as to
Cause you not understanding, bro. Like, I see what you're trying to do, but like, see, niggas, you give niggas an inch, they want a mile. You know what I mean? Like, you could run this universe. You feel me? You could run this, man. Zeno not waking up no time soon. You got the Grand Priest locked up. You know what I mean? But you ain't got the ones in the other multiverses locked up. Ain't going to sleep. So you gonna start one foot in somebody else's shit, and they're gonna be like, well, who the fuck you think you are, my nigga?
For you that you will never go and
we're gonna see
opportunity and
how this plays out.
One of these ever again, demon. And so now gaze upon your ruin, Mechikabura, as with your flesh torn and your spirit crushed beneath the weight of my fury, Raijin continues. Do not waste the little breath that you still have left within your meaningless defiance here against me, and tell me what I need to know. As I care not of your pleas for mercy, as my sole purpose is to seek out the second configuration cube. So now tell me where it is right now, because if you don't, then I will go and unleash upon you a torment so profound and so cruel that the echoes of your screams will be heard throughout every corner of every universe as a testament of your undying failure. For you were never truly a god, but more of a placement holder until I
That's
returned,
tough, man.
And now that
That's
I'm
tough.
Here, your time is over. And so now, where is the second configuration cube? Speak of its location, or I will continue to squeeze what's left of your pathetic soul within my hand.
How would he even know?
Your very essence, until you are simply no longer able to exist, Mechikabura.
And then before Demigrat has the second one, that'd be crazy. It would Demigrat has it. You know what I mean? Toa? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. But yeah.
It's going to be your one and only last chance. And so now tell me what you know about where the second cube is, or
Cronoa?
face my wrath in its entirety and have your soul be devoured forever, demon. With Mechikabura responding, wait, enough, I beg of you, so please, I will tell you on what I know, for all I know is that long ago, I had heard rumors of that second configuration cube being in possession of that scheming vermin warlord Demigra, as I remember on how
Demigra.
it was once said that he just so have happened to have found such a relic, but what he plans to go and do with it, or if he knows anything more about its power.
Damn, look how fucked up he is, bro.
But if you wish to go and seek this out and claim it, then you will have to go and rip it from his cold, twisted hands, since that is all of the knowledge that I have in regards to such things, as this is all I know. And so now please have mercy upon me, Lord Raijin, for I did not ever think that the rumors of your return were ever going to come true, and so please have mercy on my soul.
Yeah.
And grant me a second chance in kneeling before you
About that.
being at your service, Mechikabura says. As
About
I do
that.
not know on where any of the other cubes are, with the only exception being the ones that I have heard, in understanding that Demigra
Damn, so
carries
Demigra
the
has
second,
one?
as I
Oh,
doubt that he
oh.
is even aware of its true
And we might see Toa and Mira? We'll see.
nature, along with what they are all capable of once all three are gathered together, with Raijin responding, Demigra, you say? Now there's a name that I haven't uttered in ages, and yet it makes perfect sense, for that scheming wretch always did have an eye in wanting to obtain forbidden relics, slithering within the shadows and waiting for his moment to strike. But it matters not, Raijin continues, for all roads roads lead to me in the end, and with the first configuration cube now within my possession, it will only be a matter of time before I go and claim the second as well. But you should be honored, Mechikabura, as in your final miserable moments, you have secured your place in history, but not as a king nor as a conqueror, but as a stepping stone towards my fulfillment, demon. For you are but
and that's what his own attack. Here you go.
That no longer matters. Raijin continues upon being shown having to flick Mechikabura's own attack right back and through him, and for that, I thank you for keeping our name alive, Mechikabura. However, the very moment you stood before me, your destiny from then on was sealed, as I was always going to take everything away from you one way or another, for there can only ever be but one true king of the demon realm and beyond. But tell me, Raijin,
it's not you, fam.
Question: did you ever stop to think that there was always something
we back.
waiting that was far beyond you, something that was far darker and something that was far more ruthless than even your twisted little mind could possibly go on to go and comprehend their demon? No? Well, then allow me to go and introduce myself properly to you, as this will be the
Look how he looks, bro.
time that you
shit.
ever will, for I am Lord Raijin, and I am the last nightmare that you will ever come to know. As a pleading Mechikabura went on to look up, I then responded
to his hair.
Please, please spare me, spare my life and let me go, and allow for me to go and prove myself to you by honoring your name at your side and being someone to prove their worth to you, Lord Raijin. I beg of you, sire. With Raijin responding, you know, very few creatures get the privilege of playing a role at my side, no matter how small in a cause as grand as mine. But the problem with tools, Mechikabura, is that once they have been used, they must be discarded. And as you have now given me everything that I require, and now there is no more need for you to stick around by, for this is where your story comes to an end, as the demon realm will move forward.
That nigga aired that shit out.
To which it was only suddenly within that very moment, as Raijin went on to unleash a gigantic blast and having to completely decimate Mechikabura further, was when Raijin then went on to
aired that shit out.
So now perish alongside with those who stood against my mission, and having your legacy be destroyed along with your miserable and useless existence. You wretched fools, for there is no throne in the demon realm but my own that exists, and no other law but my own that stands. Raijin continues,
one down,
and yet time and time
two more to go.
These arrogant little vermin rise from the filth, diluting themselves into believing that they could carve out their own dominion here in my shadow. And while you were the latest to go and try here, Mechikabura, you most certainly won't be the last. But no matter, because now that I have on what I came here in looking for, my path moving forward is now clear, as the final pieces to my ultimate plan are now beginning to finally take shape. And very soon, Demigra will learn on just how futile his little schemes have always been if he dares to go and stand
about to see what you about to be on.
As he is nothing but a lowly parasite.
Shit, we know what Demigra got, like what, 2 transformations? He got that big ugly shit. You feel me? Then he, you know what I'm saying, transforms again to that little that sleek little shit, the tail and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it has another one or like a different design from heroes, because I haven't cut up with heroes in a cool grip, so.
Eating on the scraps left behind by those stronger than himself, but he is not greater, for I am the one who stands as the greatest, and very soon he will go on to suffer just as Mechikabura had suffered if he refuses to go and bend the knee. Raijin continues, and if he does not go and give me what I seek, which there are only 2 more cubes that remain, then I will rip the second configuration cubes from his lifeless hands if it means having to get what I desire. But now to go and find him, for he was always known to conceal his essence where no other deity can go and find him. But where to look is the question, Raijin continues, for Merno's memory should give me an idea on where he might be hiding. And so now, where are you? Ah, yes. Yes, there you are, Raijin.
And he found them.
continues.
Okay.
Merno's highlighted sense of spirit awareness, along with his knowledge in being able to detect the life force of residing deities, have proven to be very much useful to me. And as I am now starting to see on how he was able to go and track down most of the gods that he was hunting, but even now, nevertheless, I found you, Demigra.
Doing that freaking number shit. That shit cool, bro.
Of the second cube in which I seek, you are
Bend the knee,
either going
fam.
to give me what I demand
Bend the
from
knee.
you, or I will go and pry it away from your cold, dead hands if you refuse
Just
to
bend
obey
the
me,
knee.
demon. As it was only right then and there now.
Bend the knee, fam. You don't want no smoke with this nigga, bro.
The official Merno sequel, Manga chapter number 32 special,
Yes.
then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll
Just bend the knee, fam. Look, literally bend the knee. Boy, look tough, man. You feel me? Backhand the shit, rocked his shit. See, when he did that to you, you should have been the knee, fam. You should have been the knee, dead ass, like dead ass, bro. Like, you should just, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I don't want no smoke. I'm good off this. I really am. And now you off the census. That's unfortunate. Mechikabura, unfortunate. But yeah, you might see Toa and Mira, because that might be his, you know what I'm saying, his lackeys. But yeah, you never know. You never know. Or Few. I mean, Few is a demon. Yeah, we could see Few too, but I don't know. It might get convoluted. I don't know what this side of shit plays out though. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if they do fight, he might transform into hopefully the slicker of the two. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Alex gonna give Demigra both his forms or any at that, you know what I mean? But if he was, hopefully it's the slicker one. Because that big shit we fought in Xenoverse 1, that wasn't it. You getting no holes with that form, bro. Just saying. But yeah, it could have been worse for this nigga too, low key. He could have ate his heart out, but then again, he did put a hole in his chest, so no more heart. So yeah, fuck it. That's probably why he blasted him like that any goddamn way. I can't eat your heart then, fuck it, bye. Stupid. Or the bend the knee, man. Come on, bro. Matter of fact, he should have been the knee when he sensed that demonic shit and the angelic shit inside of him. Like, something up with this nigga. Nope. Nope. Here you go. You need something else? Oh, yeah, Demigra got the second one. Yeah, Demigra got that shit, bro. Yeah. I don't know where he at though, but I heard through, you know what I'm saying, through my, you know what I'm saying, the grapevine. Yeah. He came across that cube. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You want me to come with you? Bet. I would have been. Wouldn't have been me. You know what I'm saying? He would have put a hole in my chest or eat my heart. But anyway, thank you for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction, man. Hit the video over a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Road to 3K. Subscribe. Fireball on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel. Link in the description down below. Again, Fireball Alex skip up to 3 milli. Baby, I only got any mods. I like Mechikabura, Raijin, Merno, and Sparking Zero. Or Universe 2. I gotta look that up. I just gotta see. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta see. Cause you can go, you can't get crazy with them with the mods, bro. Custom movesets and all that shit. I seen it. I seen the summoning shit from Legends and Sparking Zero with Bardock and Goku. I'm like, what? Anyway, love y'all. Thanks for watching. Nah, see y'all the next one. Peace.